Hi guys, welcome back to Anita Crochets. My name is Anita. Today we have this very beginner friendly flower that I used on my skirt, and the tutorial for the skirt is dropping, I think, after tomorrow. So let's dive into how to make this flower, which you can use to you can use just to apply on any other projects that you have worked on before or something. I'm going to be manipulating this flower and also working a top with it, so watch out for the next tutorials after this one. To start our flower, we are going to make a magic circle and insert our hook into the circle, pull through a loop, then yarn over, pull through all 2 loops. And here I am going to chain 4. Okay, this acts as a half double crochet chain 2. Okay, so we yarn over, insert our hook into the circle once again and pull through a loop, and then work a half double crochet just like that. So I'm just pulling this end so that I kind of close my circle so it's not so wide for me to make it hard for me to work around it. I have my snoring daughter who I can't stop because she's asleep, but I need to voice this and get through this tutorial. So yes, we chain 2 and then work a half double crochet into the circle. Those are 2 chain gaps so far. I intend to have a total of 6. So I chain 2, work another half double crochet into the circle. That gives me 3. Okay, so chain 2, work another half double crochet into the circle. That gives me 4. And then chain 2, work another half double crochet into the circle. That gives me 5. I just keep pulling this so that it doesn't give me something so wide, just to help me close the circle. So there we go, we work our half double crochet in there. Okay, so that gives me 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so to work the 6th, I'm just going to chain 2 and then I will work a slip stitch into the 2nd chain stitch of the 4 chains that started the row. So I'm just going to pull this yarn end to close the circle, and then I'm going to find the 2nd chain stitch of the 4 chains that started the row right there, and into that 2nd chain stitch I'm going to insert my hook and work a slip stitch. So we are going to work our very first petal. So what we do is we chain 1, work a single crochet into the very first chain gap, then chain 1, work 3 double crochets all in this very same chain gap. So we work, that is 1, that is 2, just like that, that is 3, insert our hook in there, work 3, and then here we chain 1 and then work a single crochet into this very same chain gap, just like that. So this is our very first petal, and that's how it looks like. Now to work our next petal, we are going to get into the next chain gap and we work a single crochet, then we chain 1 and work 3 double crochets all in this very same chain gap. So that is 1. Then we get in there to work the 2nd, that is 2. Then we get in there to work the 3rd, that is 3. And here we are going to chain 1 and work a single crochet into this very same chain gap. So that is how you work your petals. Okay, this is what you're going to do for all the chain gaps right here, working your petals like that, and I'm going to meet you in the last chain gap. So here we are. I have my chain gaps complete, and I did not work a slip stitch. Instead, what I am going to do, because I need to start working the next layer, so what I am going to do is I'm not going to work a slip stitch here. Instead, I'm going to turn my work to this side. All right, I'm folding it a little bit just to help me work through the half double crochets that we worked initially. So we yarn over. Into that very first half double crochet, we are going to insert our hook and work a front post double crochet. But this time we are going to be working backwards. Okay, we are going to be working backwards, so we won't work to the other side. We are going to work clockwise, not anti-clockwise. We are going to work clockwise. So what we do is we chain 4, and then we yarn over anti-clockwise. All right, we get into that next half double crochet post. We come from the front and push through to the back like that, and then work a double crochet. Guys, the fact that we are working backwards, it kind of looks like, you know, it feels weird the way we are inserting our hook into the double crochet, the half double crochet post. But yes, we're just working backwards, because if we work to the other side, it's going to, when you come to the end of your row and you're working your slip stitches, it's going to feel like your work is twisted. That's why I'm working to the back, okay, in that kind of manner. All right, so we chain 4. Okay, so yeah, you get into the next half double crochet post. So you come from the front of it to the back like that, and then work your front post double crochet. All right, so chain 4, get into the next half double crochet post, come from the front, not there guys, not there, not there, not there, but if you're in position to do that, it's also okay. But it just kind of feels work, you know. But anyway, it gives the same result, although I don't know why I later just twisted my work like this. But yeah, it gave the same result, so we can go ahead doing that. Chain 4, and for as long as we are working clockwise, not anti-clockwise, you can do whatever you want. So yeah, we work a double crochet into a front post double crochet into the next half double crochet post, and then here we chain 4, and now we are going to work a slip stitch into the very first chain stitch right there that started the row. So we work our slip stitch to close it up like that. Okay, so that's how my work looks like, and this is how the back of it looks like. So it's into these arcs or these chain gaps that we have created that I'm going to work my next petals. So I will chain 1, and into this very first chain gap I'm going to work a single crochet, then yarn over, work a half double crochet, and then I will work 4 double crochets all in this very same chain gap. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So once you have all 4, you're now going to work a half double crochet into that very same chain gap. Guys, why am I? Okay, I think I just miscounted, but yeah. Once you have all 4 double crochets, you're going to work, oh sorry, we have to work 5 double crochets. Yes, 5 guys, I was on the right track. And then now we work a half double crochet, then work a single crochet. So this is how my first petal looks like. Now let me work the second petal with you guys, then I'll let you work the rest of the petals on your own. So into the next chain gap we work a single crochet, then we work 1 half double crochet into that very same chain gap, and then here we are going to work 5 double crochets all in this very same chain gap again. So that is 1, 2, 3, and then 4, then 5. into that very same chain gap. So we have all 5. Now what we are going to do is we are going to yarn over and work 1/2 double crochet into that same chain gap, and then work a single crochet just like that. All right, so that's how it looks like, and that's what you are going to follow to work the next petals. So you work a single crochet, and then work a 1/2 double crochet, and then work 5 double crochets, then a 1/2 double crochet and a single crochet. So you just keep repeating that for all the chain gaps that you have. You should have a total of 6 petals. Once you come to the end right there, I'm going to meet you there and then show you what to do. Here we are. I am at the end of my row for the second tier of the petals, and I'm just going to show you how to get through the third tier of your petals so that we can, yeah, if you want you can stop here. If not, then you can add your petal. So what we do is not any different from what we previously previously did. You are just going to turn your work to the back and then yarn over into that very first double crochet post is where we are going to insert our hook and work a double crochet. Remember that we are working clockwise, not anti-clockwise, so it's going to feel like we are working backwards. All right, so right there you work your double crochet, your front post double crochet. So once you've done that, you are going to okay, I'm still making, I think I redid the double crochet post, but yeah, once you've done that, we are now going to chain 6. Okay, so you can see that for every tier I make sure that the chain gap increases by 2 chains. Okay, so once we have chained our 6 chains, we are going to get into the next double crochet post, and we are going to work a front post double crochet. Remember, we are working clockwise, which feels like we are working backwards, but yes, chain 6 and work a front post double crochet into the next double crochet post right there. So you work your front post double crochet, chain 6, get into that next double crochet post right there and work a front post double crochet, chain 6, get into that next double crochet post right there and work a front post double crochet. All right, there you go. So chain 6, get into that next double crochet post and work a front post double crochet, chain 6, then you will work a slip stitch into the very first chain stitch that started the row right there. So you work your slip stitch right there. So that's how you work the chain gaps for your next tier of petals. So to work our very first petal on this tier, we are going to work a chain 1, work a single crochet, then work 1/2 double crochet. Now this time we are going to work 7 double crochets, all in this very same stitch, all in this very same chain gap. So yeah, that was 1. So we are going to get in with the second double crochet, and then the third double crochet, the fourth double crochet, the fifth double crochet, the sixth, and then yarn over, and I worked I worked 6 double crochets and then a 1/2 double crochet and a single crochet. Okay, I thought I worked 7, but you can work 6 or 7, whichever you prefer, honestly. So into the next chain gap, we work a single crochet, then work 1/2 double crochet. And once again, just like we did previously, I'm going to work 6 double crochets and then 1/2 double crochet and then a single crochet, all in this very same chain gap. And this is what you're going to do for the rest of the chain gaps, all the way until you come to the end of your chain gaps. Once you have all 6 petals complete, for the very first time, since we are not adding any more tiers, we shall work a slip stitch into the single crochet that started the row. Okay, so yes, just do this for all your petals until you have all 6 petals all the way around right there. Then you will work a slip stitch into the single crochet that started the very first petal. So there you have it. Your work should look like this. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Let me see you all in the next tutorial when I use this flower onto my skirt. Thank you and bye.